Okay, where to begin? There's got to be a lot of things to start at. Yep. Ready Player One. Well, in a couple words, it is the biggest movie, I think, of this year. Well, will be. There's so many references to pop culture, gaming, movies, anything you want to call it. It's just, it has so many Easter eggs inside that movie. I struggled going to find them all. So, I took it upon myself to try and find as much Easter eggs as I can. Right here, I have a list that I typed up of the ones I found. I've found, I think, roughly 60 in total of Ready Player One Easter eggs from the movie. Then I had a look at how many there are. There are over 200 Easter eggs in the movie, and I have only found over 60 Easter eggs in that movie. I struggled a lot trying to get this done, honestly. But my whole thing for this is that if you don't already play one, is I will play the trailer right now. I'll put it here. So I'll just quickly, show you the trailer.
Come with me.
This is the Oasis. It's a place where the limits of reality are your own imagination. People come to the Oasis for all the things they can do, but they stay because of all the things they can be. I'm here talking to all of you now because our future's being threatened. Go, go, go! I just came here to escape, but I found something much bigger than myself. I found my friends.
What up, Z?
I found love. And now, people have lost their lives. No. This is war. We're control of the future.
Find him. Welcome to the rebellion, Wade. You don't tell anyone who you are. You can't use your real name. Hold on to something. This isn't just a game. I'm talking about actual life and death stuff.
What's going on?
Let's practice about Mario Kart! Come on! Ask yourself,
Are you willing to fight?
come with me.
As you can see, a lot of references in that trailer. And if you're wondering why my hair is like this is my 10th or 11th take trying to explain every character in this film. So this will be my 13th time saying it. There will be spoilers ahead. Do not continue watching if you haven't seen the film unless you want the movie to get spoiled. Then continue watching. So I'm limiting it down to the ones that I've seen. There's only one I had to search up in this entire list. Anyways, I'm just gonna get straight into it, otherwise I'm gonna go totally and mentally insane. So I can't take another take of this. I just can't. The first Easter egg in this entire film is a world dedicated to Minecraft. There is an early reference to the classic film Wizard of Oz when houses are swirling through tornadoes. The video game Doom provides a key setting for the final boss fight because there's a world called Doom's World, and is also seen at the very start of the movie with people fighting each other. There is a marketplace later in the film with signs advertising Borderlands, Street Fighter, and Overwatch. There's a mention to the gold mines of Gyrax, referring to Gary Gyrax, which is the creator of Dungeons & Dragons. That is the only one I had to search up. When Raid is describing the Oasis at the start of the film, he shows the audience that you can go rock climbing with Batman. So you see Michael Keaton's Batman rock climbing Mount Everest. Mount Everest. You can see Batman rock climbing, okay, I'm just going to say that. And later in the film you see a bat-like Crow can also be seen in the final battle. But that's not Batman, that's Arkham Knight from the video game series Batman Arkham Knight. So, yeah, there you go. Because you see him later in the film anyways. You see him earlier before the boss fight and you see him there. Man, okay, RoboCop can be seen many times in this film. So you can see RoboCop in roughly 3 scenes. The final boss, like the final scene, the final fight scene, at the start of the movie, walking around, and in the library cheering on Raid when he wins the race. Tracer can be seen multiple points in the film as well, including the final boss fight, which you will see her charging with the wave of avatars. And usually in, I think it was 2 scenes you see Tracer in, is with Reaper from Overwatch as well. So there you go, 2 Overwatch characters. I hope you enjoy that. Horror movie icon Freddy Krueger can be seen on Doom's World fighting Raid's best friend on the Oasis. He's not in the final boss scene, or the final boss fight, movie scene, whatever the hell you want to call it. The video game figure Duke Nukem can be seen at the start on Doom's World, and in the final fight scene on Doom's World as well. Jason Voorhees can also be spotted at the final scene of Doom's World, and is also spotted getting attacked at the start of Doom's World in the second scene when Raid is calling his friend. A T-Rex appears during one of the races, during the race that Raid and his friends are part of, and it's actually Rex from the first Jurassic Park film, and has the same signature roar that is used in most Jurassic Park films. King Kong poses a final boss battle for the race, and if you can't get past him unless you know the secret way. But yeah, King Kong's there and stops races from finishing the challenge. Beetlejuice is seen many times in this film, but the 2 signature times you see him is at the start of the film walking around, and in the library when Raid enters there, he gets surrounded by people. Harley Quinn can be seen at the final fight of the film, and can be also seen at the dance club halfway through the film with Raid and... got her name now. It'll come back to me sooner or later. But yeah, in the dance club you can see Harley Quinn, Joker, Deathstroke and Deadshot, and the Flash. So, there you go. And another character which I didn't put onto the list I forgot about was Gandalf. Anyways, next one. There's a character from the video game Battletoads that shows up in the final boss fight of the film. You can see him multiple times in the final boss fight scene, but I only saw him once, but apparently he's there multiple times, but I only saw him once. Chun-Li and Ryu from Street Fighter can be seen in multiple times in the film, but you can see Ryu playing Street Fighter in the marketplace, as I said before, and you can see Chun-Li with Cassie Cage from Mortal Kombat, and I think Harley Quinn in the scene when they're in the club as well. So that's that page done. Goodbye. Bourne can be seen leading a group of superheroes into the final battle. All 4 of the Michael Bay Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles can be seen battling together during the final battle at the end of the movie. The monster truck Bigfoot is driven by Raid's best friend during the first scene of the race. It's not the first scene, but the first time they race on scene. Raid, the main character Raid, drives a modified DeLorean that includes elements from the car from Ghostbusters and Knight Rider, and he uses it all through the film. Artemis, that was the other one. That was the person I was thinking of before. Artemis can ride the Akira motorcycle from the classic manga and film by the same name. The Batmobile, driven by Adam West, the first television adaptation of Batman, can also be seen in the race thing, driven by Adam West's Batman as well. The Iron Giant is originally seen in Raid's friend's workshop, but it's seen at the start of the movie and plays a key role at the end of the film. The ship from Battlestar Galactica is seen in Raid's friend's workshop, also with the ship from Alien, Silent Running, and Dune, and also Cowboy Bebop. There's a brief mention to the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars in conversation with Nolan Sorrento and Raid later in the film, and Nolan Sorrento rides Mechagodzilla when engaged in the final battle. Serenity from Firefly is used to drop one of the protagonists into battle at the end of the film. Data chooses the form of Gundam to battle Mechagodzilla at the end of for 2 minutes at the end of the film. The Holy Hand Grenade from Monty Python and the Holy Grail is purchased early in the film and plays a massive role at the end of the film. There is a thing in the movie called a Zemix Cube, and allows characters to go back or stay in place for 60 seconds. If you don't know what's a Zemix... I'm saying this completely wrong, and I know that, so people are going to hate me for it. Zemeckis Cube is referring to the director from Back to the Future, Robert Zemeckis. The Orb of Ozovix. I don't know how to say any of these things, man. Ozovix is modelled from the iconic D20 die used in Dungeons and Dragons. A hovering projector is modelled of a popular toy, which is a magic 8-ball. Okay, the doll Chucky is thrown into battle at the end of the film. Kills people. Okay. A grenade that looks like a mummy from the toy line Mad Balls is used to kill Nolan Sorrento's Avatar. The classic first-person shooter GoldenEye is mentioned by James Halliday as his favourite video game. Breakfast Club is referenced by Nolan Sorrento in order to persuade Raid so they can share interests, but he was just getting stuff from there because people were talking to him. He had like a earpiece that people telling him what to do. That list is done. Get that out of here. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is also mentioned by Sorrento in the same conversation. Raid mentions Faber College, which is the college from Animal House. Okay, so The Shining is a film that Halliday and Kira attended on their soul date. So they went on a date, which is Halliday is the main person, and it's gonna be hard to explain. Anyways, Halliday went on a date with a girl, and they went to go see The Shining or something like that. And the film portrays multiple scenes from the original, including one of the bathwoman, blood of the elevator, and the head's maze. Sword Quest is another video game tested as a solution to the final puzzle, among with Haunted House. A poster from the classic Steven Spielberg film Raiders of the Lost Ark appears on the wall of James Halliday's childhood room. Artemis makes use of a glove that is shaped like the chestburster from Alien to remove a disguise. And disguised with gore as well from Mortal Kombat. Raid wears Clark Kent glasses in order to disguise himself without changing his appearance, and his friend in real life wears a Wonder Woman patch on her jacket. Raid's best friend also wears the lips from the film Rocky Horror Picture Show on her jacket, and Dato, which is another one of Raid's friends, is wearing a pin from the game Mortal Kombat, which is the Mortal Kombat logo on the label of his shirt. For the funeral of the creator James Halliday is themed around Star Trek. Watts compares his name to both Peter Parker, which is Spider-Man, and Bruce Banner, who's the Hulk. For the video game, Gallagher can be seen in James Halliday's past. James Halliday references the film Bill and Ted when discussing he wants to go backwards in time. The term Padawan is used to describe Raid Watts at one point. Artemis also refers to the Star Wars film Rogue One, saying "Welcome to the Rebellion." The name Odin's Morrows decreases wife Kira to Odin Morrow is referencing Kira. Oh, what? I don't know how to explain. Anyways, I'm making a reference to one of the characters from the Dark Crystal. No idea how to explain that better than what it's written down as. Inside character Raven appears in graffiti, and when the Iron Giant falls into lava, he gives a thumbs up like in the Terminator at the end of Terminator 2 Judgment Day. And the robot from Lost in Space is seen as a toy in Halliday's childhood flashback. My favourite one of them all. In the final scene of the movie, in the background, you can see Robbie the robot in the background as a statue. That's all the Easter eggs I found. If you have found any more Easter eggs and you want me to do a part 2, I'll gladly go watch the movie again, find more so I can write them down, and then I can try and explain it better than I have. It's hard to explain there because there's so many Easter eggs in that film. I have barely even scratched the surface of half of it. Like, not even a quarter. So, you know, if you guys want me to do part 2 to this, I'll gladly do a part 2. But yeah, for now, that is it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And yeah, so I will see you guys in my next video. So yeah. Bye.